What's the most amazing thing about the universe? It must be true that either 1. It didn't exist, then it did. Or 2. It has always existed. What even is time? Take the 13.8 billion year lifetime of the universe and map it onto a single year, so that the Big Bang takes place on January 1st at midnight, and the current time is mapped to December 31st at midnight. On this timeline, anatomically modern humans don't show up until about 11:52 p.m. on December 31st, and all of recorded history takes place during the last 10 seconds. This concept is called the cosmic calendar, popularized by Carl Sagan. Matter, when subjected to enough energy and time, becomes sentient and ponders its own existence, like a really fucked up diamond. We are atoms arranged in a way that makes them aware they are atoms. That it created self-aware entities that think about it. Given enough time, hydrogen gives itself a name. Take it one step further. The universe is made up of every single thing existing within it. In a way, it's all just one singular entity, the universe. You are a part of the continuous universe. You are the conscious universe experiencing itself from the perspective of a human being. That it doesn't exist to be observed. In fact, under different circumstances, all of its trillions of stars and planets and oceans and moons and mountains could exist for billions of years without ever being observed by anyone. They might very well have existed for 14 billion years before consciousness was a thing here. Not only that, the act of observation is very subjective and wholly dependent on both the senses and the brain. Nothing we experience is objective reality, it's just whatever our brain is creating to help us survive. How young it is. People look at the universe being 13.7 billion years old and say that is ancient. That is nothing. Stars will continue to form for another 100 trillion years. Even after that, stellar remnants will exist for quadrillions of years. Black holes will still produce energy that can be used by intelligent civilizations for 10,100 years. Keep in mind, if biological life doesn't destroy itself, we will just keep getting more and more knowledge. It's probably a safe bet that within 500 years, which is nothing on universal time scales, we will be an interstellar species that has long ago transcended biology. There is no telling what our descendants will do for the remaining life of the universe. The 4 to 5 billion years of biological evolution of life on Earth will be looked at as an embryonic stage for endless quintillions of years of real life to begin post-biology. They will view the universe as their oyster, a place of infinite possibilities, while we are still just spending our days trying not to die and trying to avoid being punished by our brains with pain. Two possibilities exist: either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. Arthur C. Clarke. Arthur C. Clarke is also responsible for such gems as: any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. It may be that our role on this planet is not to worship God, but to create Him. And I'm sure the universe is full of intelligent life. It's just been too intelligent to come here. Arthur C. Clarke is a brilliant man and a prodigy of an author, and his books are right up the alley of anyone who clicked on this thread out of a curious love for the universe. I highly recommend any and all of his books and short stories. What if the universe is self-similar to the extent that other identical Earths exist? Then we'd be alone with ourselves. That we just don't understand it. It could be flat, it could be irregular, there could be another one, it's growing at an exponential speed, it's invisible contents. We try to learn more about it using our earthly knowledge, but there is certainly more to it. It's like trying to wrap your head around eternity. This exactly. We don't know what is out there and can only really guess through theories from our already obtained knowledge, which, as of today, is most likely just a drop in the ocean compared to the universe in its entirety. Because of this, the potential is endless, and that idea is very exciting. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Carl Sagan. That somehow all the particles accumulated in a specific way and in specific quantities to give you conscious thought. There are 10 million particles in the universe that we can observe. Your mama took the ugly ones and put them into one nerd. If you nut in space you move backwards. Do you have videographic evidence of this? Hydrogen plus time equals people and planets. Hydrogen, given enough time, will send unsolicited dick pics. Google little alchemy and prepare to waste hours of your life. There is a theory which states that if ever anyone discovers exactly what the universe is for and why it is here, it will instantly disappear and be replaced by something even more bizarre and inexplicable. There is another theory which states that this has already happened. Douglas Adams. In the beginning the universe was created. This had made many people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move. It's indifferent to everything. Yes, it's incredible to think that for all of our morals, our ideas of good karma and bad karma, what goes around comes around, etc., these ideas that feel so ingrained to the world we live in are all mere thoughts in our head, and that the world, the universe, is not just, and seems nothing as good or bad, guilty or innocent, but simply as is. Something I simply cannot comprehend with words. That whatever our problems are, big or small, it won't matter in 1,000,000 years, worst being a nuclear war or something. I got 99 problems and the universe doesn't give a fuck about any of them. It gave us magnets. How do those work? Magnets are fucking magic. Aligning particles with each other makes them fly towards themselves? Miss me with that hobnocking physics bollocks. By sticking together. Any other questions? Whales are the biggest known creatures in the known universe. They're the biggest animal, but the biggest organism is an aspen tree colony that has expanded over miles. And the second largest animal is Yo Mama. This is one I thought about recently. I believe that Carl Sagan said that we, sentient entities, are a way for the cosmos to know itself. With this in mind, when we think about the end of our universe, whether it be through a big shrink, big cooling, or what have you, we get apprehensive. We probably will never see this end, many of us will be dead. Yet, we still get a cold fear in our hearts. We are also a way for the cosmos to fear its demise. No matter how insignificant and bleak life may look up close, when climbing a mountain and admiring the view, or finding a spot away from the city and looking at the stars, we will forever be hit by its beauty. The big picture is always there to be admired. To make us forget how small and pointless daily details are. Plenty of things. The way we perceive the universe. In its physical form, we think it's all around us, on a cosmic scale. But more than that, and inside all of us. We're made of each and every atom that the universe is comprised of. It sounds super philosophical and like something a stoned person would say, but the distinctness within our universe is what sets everyone apart. The way each of us, made up of the same elements of this universe, yet manage to be so different. Perhaps you could say the greatest and rather miraculous thing of all is in fact, life.